Sally J. Johnson can't understand how Cameron Diaz's character in There's Something About Mary can possibly think that semen is hair gel. Sally.
I don't know how to work that at all. This is happening. I can't be funny, so I'm just going to read some poems about bugs having sex and stuff. My parents are here, which is really great, so they saw that, and we'll see the rest of this. But they asked me what my thesis was about for the first time, and I had to tell them that it was about bug sex. And after they raised their eyebrows, my mom said, "Oh, I could give you a few pointers on that." Whatever the hell that means, so. A pheasant chick dies and is taken by burying beetles to her grave. On summer nights, a scent binds us, sells us on the idea that there is a future for us. It is decaying and you broadcast that same sweet smell so I can search you out. I understand this as lust. Without light, we carry the carcass over our stomachs, over our scars. We've won our family. I found you here and we knew. To get to where we needed to be, we'd need to get out on our spines, push to our pleasure, then fuck on the back of a dead thing. Tell me you see the beauty in the way the mites litter my neckline like negligee. They're here for the helping. They'll keep us safe from the disease that is our honeymoon. Rounded and bald, we fold our carry-on up, use our saliva like solvent, and say a prayer for the children. May you learn to lick a life into summer. Born will stay here. We will feed them from the feast that was our love. We will show them how it is to care for something, how sweet babies need protecting. We will not tell them of the way we prey on young things. When they are grown, the weight of everything will be enough for them to know. There are casualties after a night like that. Belly up on the bathroom floor, a cockroach has lost her power and she's going to lay like that until I move her. Legs skyward, she reminds me of last night when I was set down to rest with my stomach like a screensaver lighting the room until you covered it with your own. We breathed life into one another that night, and in the morning we start your carcass-dead car with the power in mind. The same current of electricity, a kiss to start something. That cockroach tasted death in her mouth before she was gone, and you handed me a cigarette to feel the same. To say, listen, sweetheart, to show me how to lay down, draw up my legs, but live. He says it's what the girl wants to hear. Only the male cicadas sing, but they do not know the sound of subtlety. Their screeches reach the atmosphere, pierce a noise that is not sound, say, hear us. We are loud with a lack of knowing. No one will answer us. Understand. It is the way a man says, is this enough yet? When a woman asks for more. He cannot hear her. She says nothing. The cicada takes off his coat. He does not give it to his lady. She is shedding too. She is allowed to be too much for herself. Molting menagerie. Oh girl, submerge yourself when you're in hot water, go deeper. To feel yourself somersault like a redback spider into the mouth of your lover or anyone's mouth that will have you, consume you, use you up so at the end of it you know you were worth something. Carry around the carcass you've shed to be this red new you and hold them out like captives, like candies, like glass figurines and say, look who I used to be. I was small then and small now, but I must have gotten bigger because I got out. To save a heart from starving. The heart is an angry animal wanting to be fed only cherry blossoms and grasshopper heads. We know this will never work because at night when we lay our ears to the valley of another person's rib cage and hear the murmur under the breath of that person, what we hear is the way the wind is carrying out words. They are saying the opposite of that rhythm. We hear the truth of every lie we've ever told each other. To save a heart from starving, we will feed it anything. Kekri. Born fully formed, I can tell you about coming into being, about birthing out bodies from sun, shit, and earth to rise again and emerge whole from darkness, from dung, from the lungs of dirt. Do not stand witness against me, my sister scarabs sing into the skin of the dead. I am born of the underworld to show you light, lifting my burden across the burning sky. I am born, buried, born again, alive, and knowing my time. I will embalm your beautiful sun, give you darkness at dawn. I'll tug at your eyelashes with my antennae, wake you every day until you die. Lover devouring. At night, my freckles unhinge themselves from my skin and seek your body like fleas. In the morning, they are darker with blood. Waking with want, we move around the bed like worms, blind and hungry, digging for all the heartbeats inside of us, understanding our short lifespan, lack of wingspan. We lick each other for water, lap up the worst parts of us, up against each other, our legs and fingers and mouths moving, other parts moving. There is a hunger here. This bed like a table, and we make a feast for it, feed ourselves. We are not the type to eat each other. Lover, devouring lover. Famished, though, who knows what we're capable of. Nerd. It is sick the way nature mimics itself. A moth pupae inside a chrysalis turns to moisture to remake itself. It is not a game of Legos inside a lacy shell, building on itself, adding wings. Instead, the baby is boiled down to its main parts, made liquid, and leaps from its cage a new creation. It is a wonder we find metaphor in moth emergence. Wish upon ourselves a new beginning, when all along that silk sack we find ourselves in is the embrace of spider stems sewing us inside. When we feel our insides slip around and become a sort of smoothie, we think ourselves so close to something new and beautiful, but what we've done here is blind and bind ourselves to the way we are to everyone, what everyone is to us, something to satiate our hunger.